Well, I've been wanting to share some favorites that I have discovered for February. A lot of them are rediscoveries. I have decided every spring and every fall to go through my cosmetic stash and to get rid of things that are past their prime. I don't know if you do this, but I do it every spring and every fall. And some things are easy. Like with lipsticks, I do the sniff test. It's super, super easy to do. All I do is open the tube. If it smells like a crayon, it goes out. That means that all of the oils in the lipstick have gotten to the point where they are now rancid and it's time to toss it. So super easy. I open up all my tubes of lipstick, all of my lip glosses, and if it smells get rid of it. Super, super easy. Something that you should do too, so that when you put something on, you're never surprised like, ugh, this smells terrible or this tastes bad. Because even though we don't really think about it, we sometimes tend to lick our lips when we're, drinking or eating, and we get that in our mouth. Nothing worse than that taste or that smell when you put it on, because lips are right beneath your sniffer. So as I was going through my products and kind of cleaning house, I rediscovered some things. Oh, I forgot about this, or I love this so much, I totally forgot I had it. So I wanted to show you some of the things that I have been in love with again as I was going through and cleaning out my stash. First thing, lipstick. Forgot about this shade. First of all, my first lipstick ever was a Clinique lipstick, so I love Clinique lipsticks. And this is one of their Butter Shine lipsticks, and it comes in one of these really gorgeous little bamboo tubes. And this one is called Cranberry Cream. And if you look at it, even just right here in the tube, you can see how super shiny that is. And this is one of those that I don't ever really top with a gloss because it would be like too much. But once spring hits, I usually just take it straight from the tube and just put it on. To make sure that I don't get any feathering outside of where it should be, what I do first is let me swatch this color for you before I stop talking about this amazing lipstick. This is what it looks like. And it's one of those, it's kind of like a bright, almost not quite red, not quite pink, that's why they call it cranberry, right there in the middle. And because this is one of those, because it is really, really, really full of shea butter and other things, it can tend to trail outside where you want it to be. This is why this product here from Lipstick Queen, this is called their Invisible Lip Liner. This is where something like this comes in super handy. It looks white here in the tube, but when I draw right on my hand right next to it, it's completely invisible. The whole idea, it's a silicone lip liner. And you can go around and right on your skin, right on the outside of where your lip line is, you can go around and draw there, and it creates an invisible barrier. If you do this before you put your lip product on, it's going to make sure no matter what it is, it never goes outside of there, so you won't have any of that ugly feathering going on. Now I know that Makeup Forever makes one of these, which is $18. This from Lipstick Queen was $22. I know there are a lot of other companies that make one of these products, these invisible lip liners or reverse lip liners, however you want to talk about it. And I think come spring and summer, where you don't want to have the really heavy lip liner with actual, like a colored lip liner line, you want to let your bare lip show through a bit more with some of the sheerer colors and tints and balms. And you don't want to have that feathering, especially, I'm 38, I do see some of those finer lines showing up. Something like this, super, super helpful. Or if you have a very, very tinted, super bright lipstick that is very, very, very pigmented, make sure it doesn't go anywhere with one of these babies. Those are some of the things I'm loving right now. For the rest of my face, when it comes to my eyes, one of my favorite things is my paint pot from MAC. This one is in Bare Study. I actually use this instead of as like to prime my eyes with an eye primer. I use this sometimes, and this is what the color is, kind of like a pearlescent color. Super, super easy. And if I'm in a hurry, I'll just slap this on my eyes and use this. I'm going to swatch it really quickly over here. Let me throw a little more on here. Super pretty, really pretty, easy to wear color. Looks great on the eyes. If I am using it kind of as a primer first, then some of my other favorite things, another favorite MAC shade for me, this one is Brule. And it's basically a matte beige color. I think it's one of those colors that if you love MAC shades, this is one that I think if you don't have, you really could get, because it's super versatile. A lot of times I'll find that if I'm using stuff that tends to be like a really dark color or a lot of sparkle in it, and maybe I've overdone it, a little heavy-handed, a little bit of this on a brush, I'll just go over and kind of smooth out the edges and wash over it. Great. Or if I need a little bit of a lift without being sparkled right underneath the eyebrow bone, that's what I'm wearing today right here, and it really does help brighten and lift my face. And I think that this color right here, this Brule, is fantastic. Love, love, love this shade. And I forgot I had it because a lot of times I tend to go for stuff in palettes, and I forget that these little guys in these little pots from MAC, fantastic. All right, other things I've been liking for my eyes. I found this, oh, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago, and it's from Rimmel. It's their Scandalized Kohl Kajal Waterproof Eyeliner. Let me see if I can get it just right for you. And this one is in Nude. And what I love about this, I have been using this almost exclusively in my lower waterline to kind of help make my eyes look a little larger, look a little brighter. It helps get rid of some of that redness in my lower waterline. And because my eyes tend to be a little on the small side, it makes them look just a little bit larger. I don't usually use dark colors in my lower waterline unless I'm going for a real big smoky eye look, which is not my everyday look. It might be an evening out or a special events sort of thing. But this is great because it's $4. And for me, it kind of replaces a Tarte liner that I had been using, which was it was a brightening eye pencil, and I forget the name of it right now. I still have it, I still use it, but it was $20 to $22. $4, fantastic. And if I swatch it for you, it's basically right here. It's a nude color. It's super easy. It doesn't tug, it doesn't drag. I like to sharpen it every time I use it, so I'll go through this quickly. And that's okay because it's $4, just to make sure that I don't have to worry about getting anything in my eyes, which I like to do with sharpening pencils. I like to sharpen them as often as possible. The other ones I would clean off to make sure that my eyes would stay clean and I wouldn't get anything in there that would make my eyes sick or ick. Another thing I've been loving, a drugstore find, was from L'Oreal. It was their True Match color, or their Crayon concealer. And this has been like a super amazing find for me because I have been wearing a lot of high-end concealers. I have ones from, I have Clinique, I have Lancome, but then I also have their Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, which I love. I also have Benefit's, it comes in a little pink and purple pot. I forget what it's called right now. Anyway, doesn't matter. But what I like about this is that it's got a really nice, really nice consistency to it. It's creamy, it blends well. Let's see if I can quickly blend it out here for you without getting it in the lipstick. And it's like, hey, where did it go? Fantastic. And that's what happens on my face. And this is the only one I use today. I feel like I'm never gonna get rid of my dark circles, but it hides them really well. All the redness around the corners of my nose gone. I have a sunspot here ridiculously diminished. It's never gonna go away until I go and get it treated at the dermatologist. But a lot of the other blemishes I have on my face, this really helps to either diminish them or they're completely gone by this. And I like the consistency of this. And for $10, I think it's great. My color, by the way, is in Fair Light. I might get another one of these because I have like my stash at home. And then I have a little tiny makeup bag that I keep with things like this, like for touch-up during the day. So powder, concealer, black eyeliner, mascara, lipstick, of course lipstick, lip liner, and one of these guys to help touch up if I need to in my lower waterline. Just some easy sorts of things like that. Hairspray. So I might get another one of these to drop in that bag. Favorite blush for the last month, I've been using it almost incessantly since I got it. It's from NYX, and this NYX blush is called Pinched. This is fantastic, and it's this really beautiful kind of corally peachy shade. I've shown it a lot in the last several videos. I can't stop wearing this blush. I love this shade. And I think that for, you know, it's close to $6, maybe just over $6, totally worth it. I got it at Ulta. I will be getting more of these NYX blushes because all of my blushes up to this point have been high-end. And I was so surprised at how well this compared to everything else I have. Amazing. All right. I always keep one of these in my purse. If you don't have a hairspray that you keep in your purse, maybe you do. Maybe you keep one in your desk drawer at work, wherever. If you need a travel hairspray, even just for travel, this is my favorite hairspray ever. It's L'Oreal's Elnet Satin. I love this stuff. So my little tiny guy that I pulled out of my purse to show you, Always have one of these. The best. Okay, so now we're down to stuff for your hands. And of course mine look all weird now. One of my favorite blogs, nail blogs. And I found this on there. They were talking about taking care of cuticles and hands, and I realized I've been trying, and I live in the Pacific Northwest, and my hands are always so dry, and I just can't get them hydrated enough. What are you using? Because her nails recently, and her cuticles especially, have gone from looking really dry, and she said she used to clip them a lot because she thought that was the only way to keep them looking from anything other than ragged and terrible. She started using this, and in a month, her hands were just amazing. And I got this for under $4 at my local grocery store. Yeah, I had to kind of check around for it. They didn't have it at Walgreens, didn't have it at Walmart. Got it at my local grocery store. Fantastic. Nail polish remover. This is my favorite. This is from Zoya. Now, I've always loved Zoya nail polish, but this nail polish remover keeps me from having that dry white residue around my fingers and my cuticles, and it never ever dries out my nails or my cuticles. It has a light floral scent to it. I love this stuff. It also comes in this amazing little flip top like you would have at the salon, so you can actually put your cotton ball here and just press down. It has a lock on it, so if you turn it one way it's locked and another way it's unlocked. Fabulous. Love this. This is 8 ounces. It's $10. But if you're like me and you change your polish every other day, you need the big 32 ouncer. And I just refilled. This is $25. I love this stuff. But I've had this 32 ounce refill since August. So it's not one of those where you have to constantly, you know, keep going. And I literally change my polish every other day. Every other day. And in the summer times, I do a pedicure once a week. So this stuff has lasted me since August. So 6 months, and I still haven't used it all up. This stuff is awesome. If you're looking for a better nail polish remover, maybe you don't care about it, but I think, you know, I'm going for hydrated cuticles. So good polish remover and this stuff really makes a difference. And then if you noticed, I have this really cute blue polish on my hands. And if you're wondering, I made this color myself. Didn't make the polish, but I made the color myself. And here's what I did. This is one of my favorite whites ever. It's from Sally Hansen. This is their, it's called White On, but it's like a $3 nail polish. And it's from their Hard as Nails Xtreme Wear line. And you can see there's like nothing left in here. I poured this into an empty bottle that I had from using a top coat. One of my favorite top coats is Sachet Vite. Well, this is the color here. So I poured in all my white and the little, you know, ball, the little bearing ball they have at the bottom to help mix it. And then a drop or two of this color from China Glaze, and this is Manhunt. And I mixed it up until I got just the right color. I got a little too much blue in when I was swatching it, so I poured in more white, which meant I had to save myself just enough space to be able to get it just right. You can make your own nail polish shades. I like the consistency of this white. I think it's great. And I actually made a whole line of shades for myself. And I had a whole bunch of empty bottles of top coat, various different top coat bottles. I cleaned them out, put a little nail polish remover in there, cleaned them all out. And then I have a pale blue, I have a mint green, I have a really pale pink, and a butter yellow. And they're so cute. So I've been doing really fun nail art, my little cloudy scene here with the colors that I made myself. So fun things you can do, things that I have been loving for this February. I would love to know what you have been enjoying as well. Please tell me in the comments below. Don't be shy at all. And thank you for subscribing. I sure do appreciate it. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.